You have a whole human being living, breathing, and eating off of you, and you didn't tell me? When did this kid get born? Like, did it happen when we were together? Like, what happened? Hey guys, it's Noble. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, we love you and thank you so much for all the love and the support you've been showing us on this channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome boo. Go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and do all the good stuff, and let's just get on with the video. So today I'm bringing you guys a story time about this one time I dated a baby daddy. So I hope you guys enjoy it and like watch till the end, because you people were like, you want some tea, so I'm dishing out tea. This is actually my study break, so you people, you see how serious I am about this shit. So anyways, for people who don't know, which I'm sure like everybody knows, but for people who don't know, like a baby daddy is a man with a kid or kids. And disclaimer though, I have nothing against single parents. I really respect single parents, single fathers and single moms equally. Like, you people are amazing, because you're doing a job that's supposed to be done by two parents and you're just doing it all on your own. I really respect people like that. I was raised by a single mom myself, so I really respect that. But that being said, this is my opinion on my channel, bitch. So if you have a problem with what I'm saying, just go ahead and mute. Keyword: mute the video, but don't leave the video. Mute it and go away. I need the views, so you know, help your sister out. So okay, but this happened like I was quite young. I wasn't 21 yet, so like, which was actually my biggest mistake. I was super young and I was dating someone with a kid, and no, it wasn't an old man, because he was like, you know, one of those people who have kids in like in high school. You have a kid when you're in your senior year type thing, yeah, and then you end up having a baby, yeah, that whole thing. Yes, but he was like 2 or 3 years older than me, so it wasn't even a big deal. I was like, because I usually date people who are like 2 or 3 years older than me. So, but his issue was that he had a kid, and my biggest problem with him was not that he had a child. My biggest problem with him is that he lied to me about having this child. So things to me, lying by omission is still lying. So he didn't tell me, because I feel like a child is such a big deal. You can't hide a whole child, but he hid the baby for the longest time. I feel like that's something we have to talk about. Like, as soon as we're starting to get to know each other and starting to date, you should tell me that I have a child, right? But he didn't tell me that, because I feel like on our second date, at least, if you don't want to like open up on the first date, at least tell me on our second date, like, oh, by the way, I have a whole human being living in my house. So he didn't tell me that. He told me like a whole month later or something like that. And it wasn't like, oh, by the way, I have something to tell you. No, he was just like, oh, I have to pick up my kid from school. And I was like, you know what? You have a whole human being living, breathing, and eating off of you, and you didn't tell me? When did this kid get born? Like, did it happen when we were together? Like, what happened? He's like, no, oh yeah, no, he's 3. I'm like, that's a whole human being. Like, this person can talk, he has feelings, he has opinions at this age, and you're hiding him from me. So that was my issue with dating a baby daddy. But of course at that point I was like feeling him in some type of way, because you know, he was really like a nice guy and he was cute. And he treated me well, guys. But yeah, he was really like genuinely a nice guy. So I'm sorry, I feel sick, guys. School just fucking me up. So at that point I was liking him, right? And then I'm like, okay, you know what, we're gonna give this thing a try. Like, he's still the same guy that I know, I still like him and whatever. So like I keep on dating him, right? By that point he wasn't hiding it anymore. So like, before he would like, you know, do his shit in secret. I didn't even know the baby mama, I didn't know there was a whole kid. We would spend so much time together. I'd call him and be like, do you want to go to the park? Or do you want to go to this place? Do you want to do this? And then you'll be like, yeah, fine. What time do you want to go? So it was always according to my terms, like a normal relationship. You know, the girl says what she wants and then you make time, period. Right? So it was always that way. But at the moment I knew that there was a baby and I was fine with it, shit, like it was a complete like 180, like everything changed. And I also feel like I was partly to blame because like the fact that I made it okay that he had a whole other family on the side, I feel like made him feel like, you know, you should be comfortable or something. Because I didn't really like, you know, fuss about it. I was like, you should have told me, like, it's not like I was gonna bounce. I'm not sure, maybe I would have, who knows. But I was just like, you should have told me, like I should have gone into this like knowing, because this is a whole trap. But it's, so I let him off easy, so I feel like that's why like he was treating me the way he was treating me, because I made it okay for him to have a whole child. So eventually there were issues like, oh, the baby mama wants this, oh, I can't meet up this weekend because I have to take the kid to this place, oh, I can't do this because, oh, let's call her Priska, let's call the baby mama Priska. Guys, if this is your name, I'm sorry if I'm destroying your name, like I suck at naming people. So yeah, let's call the baby mama Priska. Oh, Priska wants this, Priska wants that, I should go to Priska's place. Or like sometimes like when we're just chilling, right, we're chilling there, maybe like we're watching a movie, he keeps on looking at his phone. I'm like, okay, what's up? He's like, oh, I told Priska I'd come pick them up at 7. I'm like, so I now have a whole time frame, like I have a time limit, like I have this much time to be with my man because you have this whole other woman on the side. So, and he was like, oh no, stop being jealous, jealousy is not cute, like she's nothing to me, we had a baby when we were young and then that's it, she's like a part of my life but then not really part of my life, guys. So it was a whole issue and it was just so messed up, and I was too young to be dealing with the drama, like honestly shame. And also like it was during my whole phase where I was like, you know what, I'm young, I like, you know, I was still like coming of age, so like, you know, hormones are all over the place. I'm like, you know what, I'm young, I'm like, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm good, like I really don't need you right now, I'm doing you a favor by dating you. So like it was at a point when I was still confident about my life. Ooh, guys. So yeah, I was just like, you know what, I don't need this bullshit. And then eventually I was like, you know what, I've had enough, I'm leaving. And also like, you know, with this whole thing of dating in secret, like you can't even tell your mom what's happening because your mom is like, boys way, what is a boy? Yeah, boy. So it's like you can't even tell your mom that you're dating this whole man with the whole baby. You can't even ask for advice from your mom, so you're asking from your other school friends as well, and they're telling you, ah, no, leave him. And then everyone is like, no, but then you know he's buying you nice things or that, like, so it was just a whole mess. But eventually they were like, you know what, I'm good, like I left. And then like we ended up breaking up, and then yeah, I moved on eventually. It wasn't like, oh, I was like in love, no, but it was like I was enjoying the dating, you know, like when we used to date just to enjoy it, not because you're in love, you're just dating just for jazz and you just for control. Yeah, that was it. These are my personal reasons why I feel like I'm not gonna be dating a baby daddy anytime soon. Because personally I feel like if you're in your late teens or like early 20s and you still like consider yourself to be young, you don't have any reason to be tying yourself down to a whole man with a whole relationship and a whole family. Even if he's 21 and he has like one child, even if he's 22 and he has 2 kids, like whatever, you don't have no reason to be doing that to yourself. Because if you're still like in your teens or like early 20s sorry, you're also practically also like still a kid, you're still doing kid things, and you want to be like, you know, the child in the relationship. So you want to, not child per se, but like child, like you want to act all cute and act spoiled and like, you know, be moody, like make him suck up, those nice things that you want to do to your man in a relationship. But you can't really act all spoiled and whatever and like a brat when there's a whole 5-year-old involved in the relationship. It's like, okay, it doesn't make sense. So you can't just do that to yourself. And secondly, I love attention, guys. Like if we're in a relationship, I want you to give me so much attention like that it starts being annoying to me. Like it's like you literally there, like you call me like, are you okay, do you want anything, are you good? I need that kind of attention. Like I need you to pay attention. If I fart, I want you to notice. If I if I get sick, if I change my hair color, if I do my eyebrows differently, if I change my perfume, I want you to notice. That's the kind of attention I want in my life. But if you have this whole toddler that you're supposed to be giving attention to, you end up missing all the minor details, and it's like really just a turn off for me. Like, I don't want that. And also I want you to be available most times, because I mean, you can't always be there when I need you to be, but then the moment you are a baby daddy, you have like 2 more commitments in your life. That is your baby mama and your kid. So sometimes the time circles are gonna clash. Like, excuse me, I understand if you can't make it to our appointment because you have to take your mom somewhere, but the moment you're like, oh, Priska wants this, oh, that's just annoying as fuck. And my second thing is the baby mama drama is just too much, because that woman is gonna hate you, whether she's over the man or not. And most times, like, I don't believe that whole shit of like, oh, she's over the man. No, there's a saying, actually, it's like a proverb in my language, or is it Zulu or Siswati, I don't know, like one of the Bantu languages. Basically says like lapho amanzaya makhonazo mafuthi, like it literally means like, okay, I don't want to like directly translate it, but then like it basically means that like 4 times out of 5 that man is still like, you know, hooking up with that woman. Like, because let's say the kid gets sick and they have to go to the hospital together and they have to take care of the kid overnight. Best believe she's gonna go down, and you're there thinking, oh, you know, Tom is taking care of his kid. No, he's taking care of the kid and his mom. So like, I feel like baby mama drama will always do that, and she's gonna hate you. Like, it's like, oh, there was this one time Tom and I were in the car, like in his car, I don't know where we were coming from, right? And so and then we picked his kid from school. Guys, I was a whole mom at that point. And then we went to drop him at Priska's place. Then we're going to drop him there. So the thing is, like, if it's my man's car, I'm gonna sit on the passenger seat, then the kid is gonna go there at the back, right? And then so like we got there, so Tom's windows were tinted, right? So we got to her place, and then Priska came to the passenger side of the car, and then she comes and she's like, and then she knocks on the window, and I'm just there like, and then I opened the window. She's like, oh, what's your slapper? She's like, oh, so you're the one sitting here? I'm like, no, of course it's me. Like, I'm the one sitting here. You can literally see me. And she's like, oh, I thought my child is gonna be sitting here. Let's name the kid. I don't know what we can name the kid. Like, oh, I thought so and so was sitting here. I'm like, no, he's sitting at the back. She's like, oh, okay, he usually sits here. I'm like, bitch, please get out of my face. Like, wow. And then she goes to like Tom's side, and then she takes the baby. She's like, why were you late with my kid? That whole thing. And then Tom is like, I wasn't late. Like, I usually bring him around this time. Like, this whole thing of you guys doing your things first and then bringing my kid whenever you want to. I want to tolerate that bullshit. Like, it was a whole lot of drama, and we were not even late with the kid. It was still like 5 p.m. or something. But then she was just giving us grief for no reason. So I feel like that woman is just gonna hate you no matter what you do, even if you're the nicest person on earth. And I consider myself to be a nice person. So, but she just hated me for no reason. And also, like, let's just say like our shit becomes serious. I want us to experience all our firsts together. So like, okay, I don't mean like our first, but I mean like, if we're gonna have a child together, I want it to be our firstborn together. Like, I want us to be shocked together. Let's be nervous together. Let's freak out together. Let's be happy together. Like, when I'm out there like freaking out, like, oh, I think my water is gonna break. Oh, I'm so scared. What if the clothes are too big? No, whatever. Like, I'm freaking out about being like a new parent, and you just say like, oh, this is your third time. You just say like, I know, stop worrying. It works itself out. I don't want that. I want us to be together in it together. But that's not gonna happen if he already has another family on the other side. So it's just too much work. And also, like, guys, I'm very picky when it comes to liking kids. Like, I'm not one of those people who loves old babies and thinks old babies are adorable. Like, I'm very picky when it comes to liking kids. And also, I was just like one of those babies as well. Like, I was very like unlikable as a baby. Like, I had a resting bitch faces even when I was a baby. So I understand that whole thing. Like, nobody's gonna love you as a baby, and that's me. Like, there's some babies where I don't even want to pick them up. Not because they're ugly. I don't think they're ugly babies, but just because I don't feel like it, right? So like, what if your man's kid is that kid that you don't even like? Now you have to be like, oh, no, I don't want that. Like, then it all becomes so fake. I don't want it to happen that way. So and also, If your man is a baby daddy, let's just say like he has 2 babies, that means he makes babies. He's making babies, and that's his thing. That's his MO. He makes babies. And when you're out there and you're just 20, you're not even planning to make any babies anytime soon. You're still at school, you whatever. But he has 2 baby mamas. That shows that he doesn't mind. He's just been making babies. So you're also at risk of having a baby when you haven't even planned for one. Like, no, I don't want that for my life. So yeah, that's basically my summary of dating baby daddies, guys. Don't quote me wrong. I have nothing against baby daddies. Some of them are very, 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 very attractive and amazing and whatever. But for now, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys and I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you for staying tuned and watching it till the end. You guys are amazing. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and do all the good stuff, and stay tuned for my next video. I love you guys. Mwah.